Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode with your girl Audrey Codner from ACG Math Tutoring. Hopefully you guys are doing very well on this lovely Sunday. I don't know about you, but yeah, it's nice to wake up and you got an extra hour of sleep. That freaked me out. I thought it was supposed to be next week, but hey, daylight savings time is over. We got that extra hour. I noticed that the sun seems a lot brighter and everyone just seems to be a lot happier. But what we do here, we're actually going to be working on our math skills just so to get you guys ready either for the GED, the ASVAB, the Accuplacer, the HESI test, the TEAS test, any kind of test that has any kind of letters in it that deals with algebra. This is the life for you. So let's take a look at the first one, just so you can get a sample of what exactly goes on during my lives. So we have, and we're actually doing a continuation of what I did yesterday, but they're saying, what is the measure of angle X? So we have two angles here. One is an X, one is 130. So is that missing angle 50, 60, 180, or 45 degrees? What do you have? What do you know? Go ahead and put it so we can start the show. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, we got some 50s. We got A's. We got 50s. We have 50 users, 73s with the 50. Okay, saying you think it's A. Zach has got 50. We got 50. We got A. We got a B. We're seeing it's a straight angle. Sorry, A. Not a problem. Hello, hello. Hey, Nicole saying it's D. Holly is saying A. And Jay is saying that it was with the 150. Okay, we're switching it up. All right, so Shorty is saying A. All right, you're saying it's 50. All right, so let's take a look. So just like I think it was one of the users just said that this is a straight angle. These are what's called a linear pair. And linear pairs are basically two angles that are adjacent to each other, and they measure a total of 180 degrees. Okay, I'm going to have to put my thing somewhere else. Hold on. I had it charging, and all of a sudden, because if I take it off the charge, all of a sudden everything just goes cray-cray. All right, so if the whole thing, that means both of these angles, which are supplementary, will equal 180 degrees, all you have to do is take your 180, subtract by your 130, and you get your answer of A, which is 50 degrees. Right? So that's just an example of what we're doing right now, okay? So all I do is I show some problems. You guys can show some love by tapping the screen, maybe sharing the live, saying hi, and just get active with it. If there's a question that you don't know, you just put a question mark, okay? Because I'm going to explain each and every one of them. So I'm hoping to do a couple pages of these. So here we are. Cray is not a good way. It could, depending on who the cray is. All right, so 3/4 are equivalent to what fraction of $2? All right, so for all of my lovely trolls that will say, well, when are we going to ever use this in real life? Here you go, man. Here you go. So is it A, 1/4, B, 3/4, C, 3/8, or D, 6/7? So 3/4 are equivalent to what fraction of $2? So I'm seeing some C's. I got E with a B. I got users 73 saying 8/4 is $2. Okay, D Barber saying C. Okay, so Vivian was C. Becca with an A. It's like Ab with a B, Vivian with a C, Lou with a C, Lewis 45, D Barber 3/8, Paige not sure. Hey, that's fine. Thank you for your honesty, Paige. Michael with a C, Eve I see with your B, Vladimir with a B, James with a C. Right? Actually, it is, but lately it's been a lot more. I don't know, but that's fine. Everyone that can come, that comes on in. All right, so let's think about this. 3/4, we know 4/4 give $1, right? So If 4 quarters equals $1, that means 8 quarters is going to equal $2. And we want to know the equivalency of 3 quarters out of 8 quarters, okay? So it's going to be 3 out of 8, okay? That's what we're doing. All right. Okay, so here we go. Taking a look at the next one. So the perimeter of the rectangle is 28 centimeters and the sides are made up of even integers. The longest that one side can be is A, 6 centimeters, B, 14 centimeters, C, 12 centimeters, D, 8 centimeters. Okay, so Anthony's unsure. I'll take that. Jay is saying C. Love is saying B. Dwayne's saying C. You hate geometry? Well, how can you hate geometry where everything that you know and love and touch is geometric? I think you just hate how it was presented to you. So I got you. Ha! The saying C. Angela 12. All right. I already got you with the C's. Okay. Is that Riddy? Is saying B. Elda saying C. Sosa saying C. Fair. Appreciate that. Saying Tomcat with a D. Daisy D. Caribbean Queen. How are you? Okay. I appreciate what you're doing. Okay. Slim. How's it going, Slim? Haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, Kimberly saying C, Mike the Plumber, B's, Evie D, Dwayne C. All right, good morning. All right, so do algebraic progressions? No. Just no. All right, so if anything, let's take a look visually. So we're going to have a rectangle. So with our rectangle, we know that we have 2 sides that are congruent in length and another 2 sides congruent in length. And they told us that our perimeter is 28 centimeters. So that means if I add all of them up, it will give me 28. So if I may, I'm going to put it on my little paper right here. Since I know I have 2 of the length plus 2 of the width, and that will give me 28. What you could do is called guess and check. So if we really think about it, we want to know that the longest side. So we have 6, we have 14, we have 12, and we have 8. Well, if we're talking about the longest side, if I say the longest side is 14, so then we'll have 14 times 2, because there's 2, right? So if I say 14, if I go 14 times 2, that gives me 28. So that's saying that I don't have a width at all. No, okay, for a rectangle. So 14, boom, that's out. Okay, if they're saying the longest side, we got 6 and we got 8 and we have 12. So if I attack that 14 and I notice that it's going to give me my 28 and we're looking for the longest side, it has to be 12. Because 12 is the longest of 6, 8. So you can do it just like that. So you can, once you understand what a rectangle is, you can plug it on in and then you can go ahead and solve. All right, makes sense? All right, thanks for the gifts, everyone. Appreciate that. So let's take a look at the next one. All right, so which of the following is true of a trapezoid? Is it A, side AD is parallel to BC, Is it B, angle A is equal to angle B? C, side AB is equal to side CD? Or D, is really supposed to say segment AB is parallel to segment CD? Which is it? Can we go back, please? Okay, what you need? What's up? So the longest one side has to be, is going to be 12. Oops, sorry. So this will be 12, this will be 12, right? So that'll give you 24, right? So 28 minus 24, that'll give you 4. So that means this will be 2 and this will be 2. So if I add all of them up, it will give you 28. So you're looking for the length of the longest side, which is going to be 12. Okay. SAT math, some of the components are, Logan. Some of the components are. Are you okay now? Are you all right? Do we see it now? Because we wanted to look for the longest side for that one. Okay, don't be embarrassed. Just tell me if you see it, yes or no. Okay. Because this is what we're here. We're here to learn. Okay, all right. Okay, Slim, do you see it now? See, now I had to call your name out. She's like, damn, I didn't want you to call my name out. Okay. All right. Look, that's all right. What are we going to do? We're all going to like call, like, okay, everyone call Slim. No one's not going to do that. Come on. Enough of that. All right. So let's take a look. Which of the following is true with the trapezoid? Is it segment AD is parallel to BC? Is angle A is equal to angle B? Segment AB is equal to CD? Or is segment AB parallel to CD? Okay. It's not going to be 2 answers. It's 1. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment. So pick one. Is it A, B, C, or D? So I got a couple of D's. I got a B and a D. I got an A. I got a few D's. Good. We got quite a few D's. We got Goldie. We got Claudia, Mateo. Okay, M and Mamian. Raising Cain. The Golden Child saying B. Eric with D. KD with B. Lexi B. Ika with A. Old Paratrooper. All right. Hello, old Paratrooper saying C. Yoda. Hey, Yoda. How are you? D. Okay, Yoshi saying D, K. All right. Now, here's the thing. Oh, don't say it's too easy, Golden Child. You're about to turn into lovely brass or stairs. Here we go. First of all, take a look at the trapezoid. This is not an isosceles trapezoid. Okay? They are not giving me any indications whatsoever that these two sides are congruent. So this is just a regular trapezoid. So my thing is they're saying AD, so they're saying this side is parallel to this side. No. With trapezoids, the two bases are the only things that is recognizing the parallel. So A is out. Angle A is equal to angle B. True if this was an isosceles trapezoid, which they're not giving me the indication that these two sides are congruent. So we can't assume it's an isosceles triangle. So that means those angles are not congruent. Because remember, if we're saying that these were isosceles triangle, that means our base angles are going to be congruent. But they're saying AB is equal to CD, Well, they're not equal in length because they're two different bases. So AB is parallel to CD is the only thing that comes in. Okay. All right. Hey, Izzy. So the answer is going to be D. Okay. The answer is going to be D. I know. I know. So if they gave us that indication that these two sides were congruent, yes, I can see how B and D will be your answer. But they're not telling us that it's a isosceles trapezoid. All right, next one. So during the basketball game, Charles scored 9 points, Kyle scored 12 points, Ben scored 11 points, and Joe didn't score any points. How many points did the boys score on average during the game? Was it A, 10 points, B, 8 2/3, C, 10 2/3, or D, 8? So as people are coming in, good afternoon for all you, or sometimes good morning, still for me. Remember, coming in, good afternoon for all you, or sometimes good morning, still for me. Remember, clocks had to turn back. Just in case you haven't figured it out yet, guys, the clocks actually turn, well, for me here in the States, East Coast, our clocks turn back an hour. It's the end of daylight savings time, so we need to fall back. Fall back on life. Okay, so we need to fall back. So we actually gained an extra hour. I know, it's crazy. So for people that are coming in, this is what I'm doing today. I'm working on like some of the basic math skills that we normally see for the GED, the ASVAB, the Accuplacer, the HESI test, the TEAS test, and even in some basic Algebra 1 and college algebra classes. So we're just going over some things, learning some math. You're testing out your math skills. So welcome on in. All right. So we got some A's, we got some D's, add them up and divide by 4. We have an 8, Mateo with a D. Do I do pre-wise algebra? Star Night, try again. Pre-wise algebra? I don't think I've heard of pre-wise algebra. So, or is it pre-algebra? Okay, so I have some D's, I have a C. Joe didn't score. Why do we count him? But he's on the team, Slim. See, you're one of them coaches that you like, you ain't doing nothing. Sit down. Damn, like he could have got a couple rebounds, maybe get some assists. Just because we all don't score doesn't mean that we don't mean nothing. Damn, Slim. You just cutthroat, girl. You just straight cutthroat. All right, so he is a part of the team, okay? She like, damn, you ain't scoring another, sit down. Just in time for basketball season. All right, so we have our 9 points, we have our 12 points, we have our 11 points, and then we have Joe with 0, who probably did some defensive stuff so they could score their points. So we do have to count them. So when we add them up, we get 32. But then we have to divide it by 4. Okay? Because we're talking about 1, let me put it down here, 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Okay? So when we take that 32 divided by 4, we get a whole number of 8. So our answer is going to be D. Joe's getting cut from the scene. Again, Joe could be that crazy one that's on the team, diving everywhere, not getting the points, but getting the assists, pushing the ball up the floor so, Charles can do his little thing and Kyle can do his little jump shot. We don't know how many times Kyle would probably shooting the ball and bricking, making a whole brick house all by himself, but he scored 12 points. Yeah, after 50 attempts. Hog. Team sport. No, I do not do calculus. No, I do not do calculus. I do college algebra, but not calculus. That's not my thing. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's try to keep this going. And then we're going to stop for a moment to just go a little bit of a mad tap and just to kind of get yourselves up here. All right, so now a jar holds 3 red candies, 3 yellow candies, and 1 blue candy. If you choose a piece of candy at random, what is the probability of choosing a red candy? Is it 1/7? Is it A, 1/7, B, 3/4, C, 3/10, or D, 3/7? Oh, we got a whole slew of D's on here. Baconator's got on there with the D's, making it rain with the D's. Hey, Addicted to Success, how are you? Thank you, Anthony, for finding it. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. To Success, how are you? Thank you, Anthony, for finding it. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. James Woods. All right, so we got a couple B. All right. TikTok just does not like me right now. Because all of a sudden I can't see your comments. And they're saying I'm not even live, which I clearly am. Ay, ay, ay. All right, there we go. Okay, so right now we have a total of 3, 6, 7 pieces of candy. And they want to know what's the probability of choosing a red candy. So if we have a total of 7, and probability for those that are like a little unsure, it's always what you're looking for over the total. So what we're looking for is the red candies. And we have 3 red candies. Okay, so if I just go reach in my lovely little bag and I just pull out, I will get 3 out of 7s. Keep it clean, people. It's Sunday. All right, so we have D, which gives us 3 7s. Sometimes I catch myself. The devil just trying to slip in sometimes. All right, so here we are with our next one. Thank you so much for the follow. You can't hear. Can you guys hear me now or no? Okay, all right, thank you. Sometimes I'll just start talking and I'm like, okay. All right, perfect. Only that in statistics. Okay, all right. So here we go with a lovely problem. The time plot shows the number of school absences per month for a local elementary school. What is the average number of absences for the time period shown? So is it A, 5, B, 5 2/5, C, 5 4/5, or D, 4? Okay, Kayla is saying my C. You're lucky to pass calculus. Good job. Okay, yep, so this is like GED, a mixture of GED, ASVAB, even like Algebra 1, if you have students in there, college algebra. So it's a mixture. It's a nice little mixture, especially for those standardized testing, okay? Not so much SAT, but we have to understand the foundational stuff before we can move on. All right, so we got our C's with Living Life with Jennifer. Kayla with a C, Libs with a C, Little Maddox with a D. Okay, I got your Kayla. Slim with a C. All right, got your Little Maddox, got that. Okay, Ty with an A. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. So we need to figure out how many absences. So in January, if I come all the way up, it's stopping here at 8. So I'm going to put my 8 down. February, coming here, we're at 5. March, if I go up, it's right here at 6. April, it's right here at 2. And May, come all the way up, we're at 8. So what they want us to find is the average. Anytime they say the average, we're thinking about our mean. Now, our mean is when we add up the numbers and divide how many numbers there are. So if I'm going to do my addition, I can see here that'll give me 10, that'll give me 11, so that's 21. 21 plus 8 will give me 29. And I need to divide that 29 by 5. Okay, so then we come over here. Well, since 29 is not an even number or divisible number, that means my whole numbers are gone. Okay, if it was 25, yes, it'll be 5. Boom, done. And this is 29. If it was 20, it'll be 4. Boom, done. Process of elimination, that means we're starting off with 5. 29. If it was 20, it'll be 4. Boom, done. Process of elimination, that means we're starting off with 5. 5 times 5 gives me 25. So 9 minus 5 will give me 4. This is my remainder. So I'm not putting a dot or I'm not putting a decimal point and some zeros because notice my answers are in fraction form. So that means I have a whole number of 5, but my remainder is going to be 4 out of my divisor, which is 5. So my answer is going to be 5 4/5. Okay. Right? So even if you put the decimal point in the 0, then you're going to have to convert that decimal point and you're doing extra work. See, this is one thing. Maybe I'm lazy. Maybe I'm smart. I'm not a genius. I'm a regular old person. I'm a person that I used to suck at math. And then all of a sudden I became, well, not all of a sudden, a lot of hard work and a lot of determination, drive. I was a math teacher. So I used to be in the classroom for 22 years. And now I'm in year 6 of having my own tutoring business. And I think it's because I struggled when I was younger and I didn't have very supportive teachers. They just automatically thought I was dumb. Instead of, oh, I don't know, teaching me. And of course, I know it was a different time. You know, I'm older. I see where the loopholes are. I understand where the gaps are. So by taking things step by step, and then when it comes to standardized tests, they don't care about the work. They care, did you pick A, B, C, or D? So if you can do what's called PO, process of elimination, if you can narrow things down, circle it, bubble it, click it, move on, because you don't have too much time to spend on each problem. Okay, so just kind of remember that. And also, if you're thinking about going after your GED, your ASVAB, even the Accuplacer, you cannot use a calculator. So you're going to have to know your basic skills. And like I tried to say on this platform, you got to practice how you play. Okay, remember we were like ready to cut Joe off the team? Well, Joe had to learn how to practice. Okay, Joe, you're a great defensive player, but we also need for you to score. Okay? All right. Yep, so processing. Okay. Well, that's your professor. I'm not talking about professors. I'm talking about standardized tests. Okay, that's what I definitely emphasize. GED is a standardized test. They don't want to see your work. They just care that you pick A, B, C, or D. So like if you're still in the classroom, yes, you have to show the work. The reason why they show the work is to see if they can give you partial credit for something. But the standardized test, you are not given partial credit. Okay. Okay, Tanisha, you got that? All right. Okay. All right, so which expression best represents the following problem? The sum of 2 times one number and 18 is 72. What is the number? Notice your answer choices. I know this says what is the number, but this is what you should be following. We're trying to answer that. We're not solving. Okay? So which is it? A, B, C, or D? So I got a couple D's, got some C's. Okay. Oh, well, you know it's good. Well, I don't even know why you're asking. Would you like for me to say congratulations? Because that is pretty good. Let me see if she can give me some praise. I'm going to give you praise. Just say I passed the test. Is that good? No, it's terrible. All right, you know it's good. Good job. All right, so we got C's, we got D's, we got C's. So we got Chris saying it's C. All right, Mandy with her C's. Okay. All right, so the key part right here, we want to do process of elimination, especially this. Is 72. Is 72 means equals 72. So I'm taking a look. Which ones equals 72? Just B and C. So A is out, D is out. So now I'm looking at the difference of the two options. This one just has a 2. This one has a 2x. And x is supposedly the number. So as a 2, this one has a 2x. And x is supposedly the number. So the sum of 2 times a number. 2 times a number, that's 2x. So your answer is going to be C. This one has 8 times a number, so it should be 2x, and sum means addition, plus 18. Okay, so that's how you would do that one. Okay, it's lagging? Probably. I don't think I'm lagging this time, but anything's possible. Okay? All right, so as we're coming in here, there's 435 or 445 of us. If we can do a quick tap time to get us to like 10K, that would be awesome. While you guys are doing that, if you want to be a part of my community, okay, I have a free service, so it'll give you ideas on when I come on for lives. Because sometimes, especially during the week, I can't really emphasize like when, because now I'm starting to get a lot of the clients for tutoring. And with that being said, let me kind of put this off to the side for a second. If you can't stick around, which I totally understand, hey, it's Sunday. You're trying to get your life on. Some people maybe want to watch the game. All right, you can go here. If you can do these things, there is a playlist that says TikTok Lives. All right, so you can see all of my TikTok Lives from February the 2nd up to yesterday. That's all going to be in there. So there's a lot of individual instructions that I was doing. Like if you had problems with factoring or rational functions or breaking down radicals or exponents, order of operations, add, subtract, multiply, divide, fractions. All of those videos are listed there. Okay, so if you can stay, awesome. If you can't, totally understand. But this is where you can go, okay, to get all those. All right. Really? So why are you still alive? I am sleeve. Okay. Sorry, I just have to erase something. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you divide decimals? Yes, I can. I know, right? Okay. Can't hear or see you. It's good on my end. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. All right, so almost there. If anything, if you guys can keep on tapping. I'm sorry about all the craziness, but you know, unfortunately, we have some people that just don't understand. And like I always say, if this station or platform, if it is like too slow for you, that's fine. You don't have to stay. Like no one is forcing you to stay whatsoever. But this is really, I want to say, designed for people that really want to do a little bit of learning, at the same time get their questions of why answered as best we can, and we just go through stuff step by step. Okay, so if this is, you didn't get a notification? I don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not a problem, Tracy. And then one other thing is, like, I know there's some people that are like, oh, I wish I can get you as a private tutor, which I do tutoring. But we have to remember, private tutoring is at a cost, okay? I normally charge for tutoring sessions at $92, but I'm doing for my $92 an hour, not a month, not like 3 sessions for one hour session. And I'm totally worth it. But I know for my TikTok followers, I've been given a discount of $77 an hour. But there are some people that are like, I wish we can do like a small group. I would love to do a small group. But when you come on the lives, don't just say that, oh yeah, we should do a small group. And then when it comes to the follow through, you are like a ghost, like a fart in the wind, just out there. So, you know. It's like I didn't show you how I got the answer for the last one. Yes, I did. Yeah. Did you just miss it? All right, so I got a whole bunch of B's, So for this one, if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, which statement is not true? Okay, here's the emphasis. Which statement is not true? Okay. All right. Okay. So we have triangle ABC, triangle DEF. So by the indications, angle B and angle E are congruent. You can also look at it by the listing. Notice A is in the same spot as D, B is in the same spot as E, and C is in the same spot as F. So here we are. C and F are equal to each other. Yes, because C and F are in the same. Here we are. C and F are equal to each other. Yes, because C and F are in the same spot. No, because AB and DE are congruent, not AB and DF. So my answer is B. Okay, good. All right. Okay, here's something for my tease people. Let's go. Okay, 2 pounds, 8 ounces equals A, 28 ounces, B, 24 ounces, C, 40 ounces, or D, 32 ounces. Okay, hey Michael, how are you? Too many tabs open. You are my life right now. Okay, B, got it right. Good, K. Okay, Tracy saying C, Melissa saying C. Y'all feel me? I'm saying C. I was trying to break it down at first. What grade is this for? It's like algebra. It's basically algebra. A little bit of statistics. So it's really designed for GED, ASVAB, Accuplacer, everything from A to Z. Okay, preacher saying B, Loeb's saying C, Anthony C, Addictus not sure. Okay, I got you. Okay, preacher saying B, Loeb's saying C, Anthony C, Addictus not sure. Okay, I got you. Preacher with the B. Okay, Michael saying C. Okay, Little Maddox with a D. Who's Sathina? C. Okay, Little Maddox with a D. Who's Sathina with a B? Okay. Yep, not a problem. Okay, Emmanuel saying A with the 28. Brooklyn with the C. Jenny, how are you with your D? Okay, TK is saying C. All right, let's take a gander. All right, first thing, how many ounces are in a pound? We're going to need to do some conversion. So we have our 16 ounces is equivalent to 1 pound. So we have our 16 ounces is equivalent to 1 pound. Is equivalent to 1 pound. That means 32 ounces is equivalent to 2 pounds. Because 16 times 2, 32. But we have this 8 pounds that's left over. So we have to take the 32 plus the 8, that will give you 40. Okay. Yes. All right, good. So it's kind of like we have to get to know, especially those pounds, those conversions, how to get your metric system underway. Now, if you're trying to be a nurse, you need to have that down solid packed. Okay, your pounds, your milliliters, your liters, your centimeters, your feet, all of that. Okay, you need to really get those down pat because that will help you with your doses calculations. Now, if you need to follow someone that's really good with their doses calculations, you should definitely follow a blessed RN. Okay. Thanks for checking in, Michael. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you. You feel me? Because I'm feeling you. You feel me? Not a problem. That's why I try to make it as simple as we can. Break it on down. Now, again, as you guys are working this next one out, so I want you to solve what is 4 and 592 thousandths divided by 8 and 2 tenths. See what we can get for an answer here. So if you want to be a part of my community, get some notifications of when I'm about to go live. I don't know why that did not go on there, but we'll figure it out. I wish I can give you guys a schedule, but here's my thing. It keeps changing. It keeps changing. Like I'm going to have to hop off here in about next 20 minutes to get ready for my next client. So here we go. All right, Stacy, we got a C. All right, I see you, Stacy. Okay, Loves with a C. Lil Max with a D. Okay, Stacy switching it up. See, you put it in twice, Stacy. She's like, stop calling me out. She's like, wait, hold on. It's D. It's D. It's D. It's D. I swear. It's D. Hey, good morning, Buttercups. How are you? Melissa's saying D. Addicted is saying C. Okay, wrong place for the decimal. There we go. All right, Lil Max is like, I knew it was D all along. Look at this. Michael with a D. Jenny saying with an A. Addicted saying D. All right, so let's break it on down. All right, so first thing we can't have a decimal in our divisor. So that means we need to move that over 1 decimal place. But whatever we do in the divisor, we need to do in the dividend. So what we're looking at is roughly 45.92 because we had to move that decimal place over. 1 decimal place. So let's take a look. How many 82s can go into 45? Well, that's 0. Okay, put my decimal place up top. So now, how many 82s can go into 459? This is sometimes what I use my answers to help me out. Well, since I know I got a 0 point, that C is going to be gone. So now I either got a 5 or a 6 that's in the 10th spot. So if I do 8 times, I'll just write it up on here. If I do 82 times 5, that gives me 10 carried to 1, that gives me 410. If I do 82 times 6, that gives me 12 carried to 1, 48 plus 1, that gives me 49. 49, I know it's really messy. 49 is way bigger. Way bigger? Is that a word? This is why I teach math, not English. For 459. So it can't be with the 6. So right away, B is out. You see how we do process elimination as we're going along? So if we put 5 here, we got our 410. So I want to know, is the next digit that was going to go up here going to be a 5 or a 6? All right, so that's where it's going to come in. So after I do my subtraction, I got a 9, I got a 4, and I'm bringing down the 2. We actually had a 492 when we multiplied by 6. So that means D is going to be my answer. Because if I put the 6 up here, I'm not going to have a remainder. But remember, once I see what my answer is, you click it, you bubble it, you circle it, and you move on. That's for the standardized testing. Remember, the way you take a test in standardized test is completely different from how you test with the classroom exam. Okay? All right. Okay. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate the gifts. I appreciate the tapping. I appreciate everything. Good job. Thank you, Lala, for the rose. I just saw it. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Okay. Justice, thank you so much for liking the lives. I learned. So refreshing. I know. Sometimes a lot of people like the new math. Some people are just like, why? Why? But this is the way that I understand it. And trust me, there are so many different ways. And that's the thing. It's kind of hard to market when you have something that has multiple ways of getting the same answer. So I know when I was in the classroom, I liked how I was able to, at least try to simplify as best I can. And just take into account like how the students processed. Because everyone doesn't process the same. You know why? Because we're not robots. Last time I checked. Okay? So now I want you to solve. 2/3 divided, that's not a plus sign, it's divide by 9/4. Okay, 2/3 divided by 9/4. So is my choice A, 3/2, B, 8/27, C, 4/9, or D, 18/12. Okay, 1 plus 1. Okay, all right, going through step by step. I'm hoping that you guys will see that this will be a place to go to, that you're going to get step by step, give you some time to think, and then you can just put your answer. Now, again, if you don't know what the answer is, go ahead and put a question mark. That's perfectly fine. Okay, that helps me to know how much in depth do I need to do with my explanations. Okay. So I'm seeing a whole bunch of D's, which is good. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for sharing the lives. Okay, whole bunch of D's, whole bunch of D's. Thank you for your honesty, Kennedy. Appreciate it. Eagles fan for life. Love you. Mwah, mwah. Philly girl here. Okay, Melissa, thank you for your honesty. Good, blessed. Keep, switch, and flip. All right. We can do KFC if you want. Yes, my. How are you, my dear? All right. Good. We got some question marks and we got some things. Awesome. Let's go with it step by step. So when you're doing division, if you try, let me kind of use this piece of paper for a second. If you try to do regular division like 2/3 divided by 9/4, that looks crazy because where are you going to start? Some people be like, oh, I can reduce 3 and 9, and then I can reduce 2 and 4, and then it'll just be what? I don't know. Exactly. So this is why we use this thing called keep, change, flip. So KCF. All right. We're going to keep the first fraction. So that's 2/3. We're going to change from division to multiplication. And we're going to flip the last fraction. So now it's going to be 4/9. You always want to kind of look to see, especially on the diagonals, if you can simplify. Well, 2 and 9, they only have 1 in common. 4 and 3, they only have 1 in common. So right now, everything that we see here is at its lowest term. So what we need to do is just multiply horizontally. Numerator with numerator, which gives me 8. If I look at my answer choices, the only thing that has an 8 is B, but let's make sure. 3 times 9, that gives me 27. And the reason why I was able to say, okay, once I get the 8, that's going to be my answer, because I always check to see if it can be simplified first before I do any multiplication. Because then once I see the answer, boom, I'm circling it, I'm bubbling it, and I'm moving on. Okay. Okay. Okay, about what does KCF mean? KCF stands for keep, change, flip. So this is why. Internet doesn't do everything. Okay. Let's try the next one. Okay, so we have 5 students reported the following scores from a standardized test. What is the mean score among the 5 students? So the scores are 780, 520, 400, 650, 600. So is the mean score A, 710, B, 590, C, 600, or D, 550? My live's not completely stable. Neither am I. Welcome to my life. Are we ever completely stable? Okay. Okay, so my Eagles fans saying 600. Brother Man saying C. Love C. Cynthia C. Lex Baby D. Jenny B. Okay. Michael with the B's. Okay, Melissa with the B. Liam with the C. Okay, beat and teach. Beat and teach. I don't know about that, man. All right, with B's. I don't know what that is, but it's saying B's, simplicity. Is it simplicity? Taco? I don't know. With a C, Kelsey with 49. Okay, we got a B. Kelsey, I see you with your B. Thank you. Robert with B. The real Alba with a B. Oh, how are you? How are you getting C or D? Well, I haven't done anything yet. How are you getting C or D? Did I do anything? Did I? No, I didn't. All right, so let's take a look. Let me flip this bad boy around and slide over. All right, so again, this time they didn't say average, they said mean. So we need a mean score. So the mean means we're going to take all these lovely numbers. Okay, I'm going to take all these numbers, that's a 0, and we're going to add them up. Okay, so we got all our zeros here. We got 10. We have our 15, carry the 1. So we got 12 here, that'll be 13. 13 and 10 is 23. 23 and 6, that's 29. Now, how many numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, they told us it's with 5 students. Okay, so if I come over here, I'm going to do 5. So I'm going to take this 2,950 and I'm going to divide by 5. So how many 5s can go into 2? How many 5s can go into 29? 5 of them. So once I do that 5, right away, A and C are gone. So 5 times 5 gives me 25. 29 minus 25 gives me 4, bringing down my 5. So how many 5s can go into 45? I'm either looking at a 9 or I'm looking at a 5, and it's exactly a 9. So my answer is going to be B. Okay. All right. So based off of time, especially where you got your GEDs, GED, you roughly have like a minute, what did I say? A minute 10 per question. If you're going for the ASVAB, you have exactly a minute to answer each question. So as I say all these things, as you do this, practice how you're going to approach it. So sometimes you might want to test yourself. There are a lot. Practice how you're going to approach it. So sometimes you might want to test yourself. There are a lot. The answer key, you're like, I have no idea what this answer key is saying. So there, you'll see the answer is B, but you don't know why. Or they'll explain it, but they explain it in a way that if you understood math, B, but you don't know why. Or they'll explain it, but they explain it in a way that if you understood math, hexagon, is it A, 6, B, 5, C, 4, or D, 7? Okay. What's going on with TikTok? Why does it keep bouncing me out? Okay, so we got A's. My 9-year-old says A. Good job for the 9-year-old. Karen saying A. Lawrence C. 6. Greg 6. Preacher A. Yes. Hex. Okay, hexagon. That's a 6-sided figure. Pentagon is a 5-sided figure. Okay. My goodness. I love when people are like, especially for the ASVAB. If you are taking the ASVAB and they give you a pentagon and you're like, what is that shape? And you say, I don't know. Just be ready to be berated. Okay. Please know that one. Okay. This shape is an example of a, let's see what that lovely child can do. Is it A, a square, B, a rhombus, C, a rectangle, or D, a trapezoid? I know it's not giving us a whole heck of a lot, but kind of taking a look of the shape. And now I'm kind of going against my lifestyle. Okay, dare to be different. We got a B's Karen with a D. Your daughter says B. Having hope. Yes, I'm starting to have some hope. Okay, Robert with our B. Good. Tracy Lee with our D. Cynthia B. Angela, I just saw your answer, then it went away. Okay, there it is. It's B. Raina, D. User 71, B. Yoda, B. Is that Gerard? B. Yep, I got that. She's getting so happy. Yes, give her a cookie because yes, it is a rhombus. Now, a rhombus and squares, there's a lot of similarities. The one major similarity that they have is their sides are congruent, but their angles are not 90 degrees, okay? Squares have right angles that are 90 degrees. All right, good job, little one. All right, so hold on. Something's about to happen. Puzzle piece time. Okay. All right, we have roughly 2 more problems to do. Okay, 2 more problems. All right, so if the highest value in a set of numbers is doubled, what will happen to the median of the set of numbers? So if the highest value in the set of numbers is doubled, what will happen to the median of the set of numbers? Is it A, it will double, B, it will remain the same, C, it will increase by 4, or D, it will be reduced by half? Let's see what we got. Oh. Okay, so I got A's, I got remain the same, not sure. Okay, we got some obviously's. Well, obviously it's not obvious because I got multiple answers here. I got A's, I got B's, I got C's, and I got a D. Okay. Okay, you're saying it will double. Okay, it's the middle number. All right, let's take a look. So the median is your middle number. So even if you have all your set of numbers, let's say we got like 1, 2, 3, and then 9. All right. So if I have those numbers, let me do another number. Let's say 24. Make it a little bit easier for ourselves. So this is one set of numbers. If I double the highest number, so we got 1, 2, 3, 9. If I double the highest number, that would be 48. Median is the middle number. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my middle number is going to be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my middle number is going to be 3. Although I doubled my highest number, it still remains the same for the median. So my answer will be B. It will remain the same. Even if I did an even number of numbers, the median is your middle of the numbers. The mean, that's your average. So anytime you mess around with what's called the outliers or you mess around with any of the data, your mean is going to be the one that's going to show the change the most, as the median roughly will stay either close to or around its original. Okay? All right. So even if it was 4 numbers, if my 4 numbers, if I wanted to go in between 2 and 3, that would be 2.5. So say that I didn't have this. Okay? I doubled this. This would have been an 18. So my middle number is going to be between 2 and 3. What's between 2 and 3? 2.5. No matter what, it still stays 2.5. Okay, it's still going to be my middle number. All right. Last one. And then we're going to have to wrap this bad boy up. Okay, what is the diameter of a circle with a radius of 32? Is it A, 64, B, 16, C, 8, or D, 32 raised to the second power? So what is the diameter of a circle with a radius of 32? Okay, Michael's here with my A. Okay, Nate the Great is with my D. Okay, Greg, 64, Lex Baby, 8, Desi, A. I got you, Greg, user 71, A. Got you, Nate, Jenny, A. Okay, Dare to Be Different, A. Leela, A. Sethina, A. Is it Shakisha? A. Big Al, how are you? A. Addicted, B. Sexy, A. Sexy, and she knows it. Shells, 64, Beat and Teach, A. Rena, B. Dex, B. Okay, Angela, A. Okay, why do I need to find something? Why would it matter? I don't know, Van. I don't know. Why is a hole, man? Why is a hole spelled two different ways, but it sounds the same? Think about that. All right, so the diameter, your answer will be A. Let me stop playing around. I gotta get going. All right, the diameter, if you recall with the circle. All right, so from the center of the circle to any point on the circle, that's called your radius. But if I wanted to go from one end to the other going through the center of that circle, that is called the diameter. So the diameter is basically twice the radius. Okay, so that means I would take my 32, multiply it by 2, and I would get my answer of 64. All right. All right, yep, the radius is half the diameter. Okay. She did say A first. Oh, stick with your answer, girl. Always stick with your answer. Trust your gut. Okay. All right. Awesome. So here we go. Got to get going. Thank you so much for coming in, stopping by, and just being active. Hopefully you felt like you learned something, or even it was just like, oh, that was already in my brain. But again, if you do need some other assistance with Algebra 1 stuff, any of the adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, fractions, decimals, dealing with exponents, order of operations, factoring, multiplying polynomials, dividing polynomials, all those fun things, you can actually go here, and then you polynomials, dividing polynomials, all those fun things. You can actually go here, and then you can go here. And I would love for you to do some of these things because there is a playlist that says TikTok Lives. I know, very inventive, so deep with the name. But if anything, you can see all my lives from February. Can you believe it? From all the way back into February up till yesterday. Give me some time after all my tutoring to upload today's, and I'm going to put that on there. It's probably going to be later on this afternoon, roughly about like 5. Sometimes it takes longer, but that's where you can go to get that. If you are interested into doing any kind of tutoring, if you need somebody, maybe you might want to do a course. You're like, I'm thinking about getting my GED, but I don't know what to do. I do have a course that's for GED, for the ASVAB, for the Accuplacer. But if you're going to be taking it soon and you just need somebody to tweak your thinking a little bit so we can raise your score, I've known people come to me with a score of 8. I had one person came to me with an 8, and then they passed it with a 52. And we worked together for like 3 sessions. I don't know. I don't know if it's me, if it's her. I don't know. But I also had people that came to me that was in the 20s, that was in the 30s, and they're like, look, I need to get this up to the 50s and the 60s. And some of them went 60s. I had one at 70, and I had one glorified person, but she worked her butt off even after we met. At 96. So, hey, If you need some results, you need some clarification, it is an investment. The tutoring sessions are $77 a pop for 1 hour. So you just let me know. All right, well, I have to get going. You let me know what you need. You can DM me, or there's a Service Plus button during this live. You can click on that and you can send me an email and we can talk about next steps. And I'm currently working on some additional resources to help people with their math concepts. So hopefully I'll be able to get this lovely stuff done before Christmas. That's the goal. That's the goal. All right. So if you do need me, if you just want to chit chat, whatever you do, don't just say hi. Okay. When you send me a message, because I'm going to delete it, tell me what you need, because, I got to get right down to the nitty of the gritty. Okay. All right. It's like, I need to charge more than. Yeah, I normally charge 92, but I'm just doing 77 for my TikTok people. Okay. Do I do SAT? Yes, I do SAT prep. Yes, I do. Can you tell me about Blessed RN? Is she on TikTok? Yes, she is. So if you go to a Blessed RN, she'll help you with doses calculation. She does go live, especially during the week. So you can definitely reach out to her if you guys are doing anything with nursing. Doesn't matter if it's a HESI test, if it's a TEAS test, she definitely works with the doses calculations. Okay. And she does it in a fun, interesting way. So it's not overwhelmingly with math. Okay. All righty. All right. Thank you so much for popping in. I will see you sometime tomorrow. If I have time later on tonight, I might just come on for maybe a concept, depending on what my students are bringing with me or bringing to me today, that I might be able to share a breakdown with you guys later, depending on how the schedule goes. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely and amazing day. And take care. Enjoy your extra hour.